So, over the years, men have become used to dealing with women's indecision about what to wear. But we still have no idea how to deal with their sense of direction.
It's not left, it's right. Yeah, it's right. So it's up, and then it's on the right that goes round. It's straight up there, isn't it?
Yep.
Women can't read maps. It's just one of those... And it's not their fault. It's just one of those little functions that God didn't give that brain element to them to read maps. They don't get that at all.
Well, that's definitely east. So that must be west. But the sun's over there. That's west, south, east.
That direction is north.
I have no idea. I think it could be somewhere there.
But the way to deduce is to observe the sun, which is setting in the west.
Sun goes up, sun goes down.
Another way of finding north is to point your hour hand at the sun and bisect the angle between that and 12 o'clock, and that gives you south. Therefore, that's another way of getting north.
I do sort of use the M1, you know, so wherever I am, so right, where's the M1? That's going north, and that, you know, that's how I use it.
A woman's more likely to take a map and then sort of spin it round quite a lot and then try and work out, well, I'm here, so... you just know, keep the map still, it'll make it a lot easier.
Men are incapable of asking directions. If they're lost, they will never, ever, ever admit it. They just drive faster and faster in the wrong direction.
Why can't we just ask somebody?
I know where I'm going.
You don't know where you're
I
going.
do
We've been
know where
around
I'm
this
going.
place 3 times.
And then if you finally make them stop and turn round, there's a great sort of swish of tyres and round the other way. And they would never stop and ask somebody, you know, wind down the window and say, excuse me, you know, how do I get from here to here?
Look, I know exactly.
Look, I'm going to ask that woman over there, just at these lights. Hello, excuse me?
I just need a little bit of advice. Men will not. Men would rather waste a whole tank of petrol just guessing.
Sorry, excuse me,
Don't
hi.
ask her.
Sorry.
Don't ask her.
Do you know how to get to the A3 from here, please?
There are things that you need to notice. You say, well, you know, don't miss that turning, because you remember that lovely house we passed by and where Caroline lives, and go right there.
Third exit.
Round about the squiggly thing.
Then you go past a garage which has got like a windmill on top of it, like one of those wind things.
Yeah.
And I can say, well, if you want to get to Highbury and Islington, you have to go past, do you know that very good shop that sells the second-hand furniture, Castle Gibson? Do you know, it's a fabulous shop. Where did you want to go again?
OK, it's a simple reason why I asked somebody. I asked somebody, I got directions, now we know where we're going. We have...
Then they always passed one light on the way to the first light, and they say, did he mean the first light after the light that we started out from, or did he mean the light after this light? And then a fight breaks out.
Don't get tense.
I'm not tense.
Try not to just get tense.
I'm not tense.
You do.
Because I know where I'm going.
Well, why do you
ask her?
You let me drive. You can do the map reading.
Also, because they don't multitask as well as women do, they sometimes don't listen to what you're saying simply because they're concentrating on something else, like driving.
You hear him say that? I didn't hear it. I thought you heard it. I heard it. You're the guy driving. I'm driving, but I thought you were listening. You thought I was listening. I thought you were listening. Why would I be listening if I'm driving? You mean you can't drive and listen at the same time?
In fact, I think the easiest solution is a one-seater car, really. Or they could sit in the back and you could have one of those glass things that come down. That could be a solution.
We need the Wandsworth one-way system, the A3, and then signposts out to Richmond. I know.
But why
how
are
to
you
do
not
that.
going the way she told us to go?
Because I don't think she knows what she's doing.
So now at last, Jeff and Sally are on the right road. Now, maybe they can relax. Yeah, you wish.
Usually starts with something like, do you always drive this fast? Or, I really don't feel comfortable with you driving this fast. Would you mind driving slower? And you say, well, actually, I'm actually in a traffic jam at the moment and we're only doing 4 miles an hour. I don't feel comfortable. You're too close to the car in front. I don't like it when people are getting close to the car in front.
Men are horrendous. Yak, 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 yak.
I'm not against women driving at all. But I think they should have their own areas to drive in.
Do you realise you could have gone into 5th gear then? It's much easier to get into 5th than you understand. Why don't you go into 5th gear? I don't want to go into 5th gear. We're on the motorway. Look, just push it over. I don't like it.
The lanes should be at least twice as wide as the lanes are now. And the lines also not go in a straight line because they don't drive in a straight line.
I'm usually doing my lip gloss in the mirror as I'm going along.
there should also be, it don't have to be real, but false facades of shops every now and then, so they can drive like that, because that's a natural thing that comes to them all the way around the line. And they can just go round and round and round and be able to actually stop anywhere and have coffee or tea.
OK, we know this is a cliché, but let's face it, judging distances and spatial awareness are not her strong points. But then again, how stupid are we? Do we really not understand that we're making it so much harder by watching?